Previously on Strategic
I made a terrible mistake. I was asked by a friend who likes to do yoga. I like to do yoga as well, but not as much. She asked me whether I would like to join her yoga course tomorrow. I said, of course, yeah, why not? But then she told me it's starting at 6 a.m. Don't get me wrong, I usually wake up at this time. But now that I'm on my vacation, I threw it all overboard and back to my old self of no routine and chaos. You have to understand, I'm one of those people who sets 3 to 5 alarms. I don't hear them anymore. I don't know if I need another ringtone or it's just my lack of sleep. I definitely have to change this. So maybe going cold turkey is a good idea. I doubt that. I have to get up at least at 5:30 to wash my hair because it looks horrible. I look like a slob. Get dressed, check the living room for chaos, clean that up, and yeah, then start the session. I think the first thing to do is go to sleep and stop talking. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow, or I mean in 5 hours. First of all, hair washing thing was a bad idea. I skipped that. I don't need washed hair. I'm going to wash it afterwards. It's 5:45. You know what I noticed? I feel like my hairline kind of has a tilt to my left. I watched a YouTube video on how celebrity wigs for movies are made. They traced the hairline of the actors, and then I thought, what would my hairline trace look like? Then I saw that it's slightly tilted. Got a little bit self-conscious. I don't think you notice it. At least I didn't notice it in all my years of living on this earth.
Вдох в центр, выдох мягкий наклон в любую сторону. Назад и вниз. И сейчас прикрой свои глаза. Вдох. И на выдохе расслабься. Теперь мы сделаем...
Don't think there's a point in going back to sleep. I didn't have any time to adjust, and the first 5 minutes I was a little bit panicking because I had left my microphone on and I was afraid that the sound would echo. Yeah, but then after 5 minutes I finally found the courage to lean forward and tap that icon on a screen. Yeah, that was a little bit embarrassing, but no one said anything, so I don't know. Next thing to do is... I actually wanted to wash my hair, right? Well, the next thing to do is clean up my workspace a little bit. I'm going to edit now because it's so quiet and yeah, very calm.
One eternity later.
Change of settings. Hello again. I've edited for about half an hour and then went back to sleep for another 4 hours. We've already checked 3 to-dos for today. We did yoga and woke up very early. Yoga was fun. This was my 3rd yoga class. At some points a little bit difficult, also because it was in Russian and I don't know all the terminology in English as well as in Russian, so it's like that meme. And then I washed my hair. I'm usually letting my hair air dry because I don't like hair dryers. I want to paint the walls because it's much easier to let the windows open overnight, and yeah, I think it's better to do that now than in winter. So we have to buy those rollers and maybe some other appliances you might need for painting. And also I got another delivery, so let's go down and open it. Wait, I need shoes. Wait, I have to show you this. So here's one, but where's the other one? How? I kicked them off and I didn't notice that it landed in my monstera. Very funny. Also, look at this beautiful new baby leaf. I've read that you should tie monsteras to something to climb on. I feel like my plant likes it because this one's new, right after I put this up. So proud. One day you shall be bigger than me. You know, I feel like I'm actually getting better at this. I already used concealer here, 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 and here. Even though this doesn't cover my pimples, but you can't have everything in life. So first I'm using this color. Boop, 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 boop. You can't really see a difference. This is a palette from Maybelline. I liked it because it had light and warm colors, and I feel like that would fit me because my skin is already very pale. I used to have a teacher who I still don't very like that much, who once, like in the middle of talking, stopped and said, "Monica, is everything okay? You look so pale." And everybody looked at me, and honestly this traumatized me for life. After that I started to use darker shades of makeup, but in 7th grade this really bothered me and I think I looked very horrible, but I was so self-conscious about my skin color because it was always this white. I'm Russian, for fuck's sake. This is ridiculous. I never had beef with teachers or anything like that. I was always the quiet one, listening and doing what I was told, but this, I don't think that this was on purpose. It's just her nature, but it was really... But now I'm somewhat okay with my skin color. I mean, I'm just pale. I recently saw my an older thumbnail for my the limbo of post-graduation video, and oh my god, I tried to contour my nose for the first time and you can see it through the thumbnail, which is this tiny. Yeah, it's embarrassing, but I left it for you guys. Maybe I can look back at it. Well, I'm already looking back at it and regretting it. At least you have something to laugh about. Maybe I will learn to laugh about it too, but not now. Eyelashes curled. And now onto the lower lashes, because I always get comments by family members and friends of my mother to paint my lower lashes because it looks like I don't have any. Thanks for that. I actually like it without, but okay. There must be some truth to it, I guess, but I'm doing just a little bit. Still defying the system because my jaw is asymmetric. One of my many insecurities. I try to contour it a little bit, maybe the nose as well. Finished! This is a final product. I hope I look better than before, because that was the point. But now we can continue. First thing I got, I realized that sometimes my bag is too small, and especially if I'm taking food with me, which I'm trying to do more often because I'm trying to save money and meal prep, and the containers just don't fit. It's super soft, oh my god. Let's call this teddy bear fabric, and this is like, I think, micro velour. I want to climb into this bag. It's by the Ragged Priest. Maybe after time it will lose some of its softness, but not if I'll never wash it. Then we have a hat. I like it because it's very short. Usually most of the hats you see nowadays are so long that, at least, I don't know if people can see in them, but I need definitely ones that are shorter, like these. And this is also a light one, because I, again, only wear black. Actually, I don't know what any of the typography means, but it looked very cool. And also every base cap from them has this green color in here, which is kind of cool, like those Louboutins with the red sole, and this is the caps with the green cappy thing. I think I look cool. What do you think, Mom? I also have another bag because I wasn't sure whether I will keep the ragged bag or this one. But I also had the idea to buy a few patches because this one is very simple. But it's also perfect to be customized, maybe with patches or something to sew on. I have to say, the material is a lot thinner than I imagined it. And it smells a little bit like chemicals. I'm kind of disappointed about the fabric because I thought it would be like very sturdy. You can see it great. What's good about it, it has very big handles. Which one should I keep? Should I keep both? I maybe have to style them and decide then. Let's just look at the last item. It's another hat. I very much like the set and the material because it reminds me of a very nice Dior set in this jacket material. And it looked so pretty. I'm not sure whether it had a hat, but if it didn't, I would totally pair this hat with it. I bought it in small, which is funny because I thought my head is big, but apparently not. It fits perfectly. Great, finally! I totally can imagine pairing this with my green winter coat. I once took a course where we had to really experiment with different textures. Since then, I really try to consider that, and I'm actually liking the things with texture even more because I don't know, this sounds super weird and pretentious, but every object speaks to you and has a different language depending on the texture. I talked for too long. I need some water and dry my hair so we can buy those rollers for the wall. And also eat something. But luckily, the rice cooker is already cooking. So, got this. We have 2 of these rolls, then some masking tape, stuff for the floor, 2 of these. Then I have a smaller brush because I thought I would need that. Then we have a very big painter's roll to reach the ceiling like this. Ugh, it doesn't even focus. The small painter rolls or masking tape. This one's a little bit shorter than this one. And then we have this tub, mini tub for brushing off excess paint. But by the way, this everything for about 20 euros, which is a steal, I think. When I have to go to work again, I will go back to my boring routine, but not now. Now it's pancakes at 10 o'clock time. So, you can watch me. I'll place you here. Just please don't fall into my batter. I made this batter following my instincts. My mom always pours hot water in it, so you get a little bit more bubbles. I don't even know if I like those bubbles, but I'm doing it. And another thing, if you're a pro like me, you'll use 2 pans. Live cooking. Oh, I bet you the first one is going to be a disaster. The second one probably too. But just for the camera, I can actually do this. Somewhat. Not as good as my mom, but now we're just waiting for pans to get hot. So this is going to be one oily pancake. Just for record, this isn't how a blintchik should look like. We are working on it. On to our last blin. Looks horrible. These pancakes are the worst pancakes I've ever made. This one's burned. I won't talk about this one at all. This one's very oily.
Thank you for your patronage.